So here is the jungle gym that my dad and I built about 5 years ago. Unfortunately, I did not film a whole lot while we made it, but I'll go over what we've done here, so maybe it will help some of you out there looking to create your own backyard gym. This whole setup is 12.5 feet long and 9 feet wide, with the dip bar station adding another 5 feet to the width. The giant monkey bars consist of 6 5-foot long pipes. This ladder was the first thing we built and put the whole thing in the ground with concrete. From here on, we put one post at a time in the ground. This way we always had something sturdy to lean on and use as a measure. So let's go over the posts that we used, and we got them all at Home Depot. The front two here are 10 feet long and they are 4x4s. So we have a little bit less than 2 feet into the ground in concrete, and the rest is above. These are all pressure treated timber, by the way, so make sure you get that. The ladder in the middle are 4x6s, also 10 feet long and a little bit less than 2 feet into the ground. In the back portion, which is the Salmon Ladder, we got 4x6s as well. Also the top cross member is 4x6, and these are 12 feet long. So we have them almost 3 feet in the ground here to make them more sturdy for the Salmon Ladder. The top post here is 12 foot long, and it's a 4x4 post. So it's resting on all the other posts. Plus we put a lot of corner braces, brackets, you name it, super sturdy. By the opposite top post, we have another 4x6 upright that's 10 feet long. If we go over here on the side, so all these posts up here are 4x6s. So this one is an 8-footer, and we have it about 2.5 feet into the ground. So it sticks up about 5.5 feet. This one is a 10-footer and also a 10-footer. And up there is the giant pull-up bar. Actually, my favorite pull-up bar. It's 5.5 feet long and sits about 7.5 feet up above the ground. If we go over to the smaller monkey bar here, we used 2x4s for the sides. And this was actually the easiest part of this whole project. And we just attached 2 supporting pieces of 2x4s underneath, made the whole ladder, and just sunk that ladder in and secured it with screws. And we are very happy with it. Let's go over the pipes that we use for this whole project. These are all galvanized pipes, and all the measurements are the inside diameter. The dip bars and the giant pull-up bar in the back corner there are 1.25 inches. Then for the smaller monkey bars and the ladder that you can crawl up from the dip bars are 3/4 inch. Everything else are the 1-inch galvanized pipes. So again, the measurements are the inside diameter. So for example, the 1-inch galvanized pipe has an outside diameter of 1.3 inches. So here is the Salmon Ladder with 3 total jump options. And for the steps, we just used pieces of wood and secured them all the way through the post with nuts and bolts. Each step on the ladder is exactly 1 foot apart. And the idea was that you would do the Salmon Ladder and go straight into the monkey bars to mimic an obstacle course. And it actually works really well. We totally recommend that. Let's go over the dip bar station. Like I mentioned before, I used 1.25 inch pipes, which were the thickest they had at Home Depot, and they work really well. I got 2 10-foot long pipes, and I had them cut it in half and thread both sides and then connected them. But there is a better way of doing this, which is to use quick clamps, and I'll go over more detailed info about those very soon. The height of the dip bars is 39 inches from top of the ground to top of the bar, which means I have a little bit less than 2 feet of pipe into the concrete. And to add a little bit more sturdiness, I added a crossbar there, which is the same size pipe. And I attached that with some quick clamps, so I can just move that up and down really easy with a hex key. The inside width of the bars, so inside to inside, is 23 inches. And we use this dip bar station a lot. At the end of the video, I'll add some of the exercises that we do with this station. Another useful piece we added later on is this reverse hybrid board. I just added 4 corner brackets to a piece of wood and added some cushioning from mostly old yoga mats. Covered it with some duct tape, and it works excellent. Okay, so besides having your posts and bars leveled, you should definitely get this V drill guide. You can get this on Amazon for like 20-25 bucks, and it basically makes sure that your pre-drilled holes for all the lag screws are completely straight. Therefore, everything is just much stronger. And I've used this quite a bit for other projects at the house and at work, so I think it's a great investment. I'll go ahead and drop a link in the description if you're interested. Things I would change if I had to do it all over again. I would not use 4x4s for uprights at all. I would only use 4x6s. They are more sturdy, they bend less, and the bigger flanges and quick clamps will fit on them. So I would change out these two front posts right here with 4x6s instead. So if you're attaching bigger pipes, these flanges here will not fit on a 4x4. So that's what I meant with the bigger clamps and flanges will fit on a 4x6 and not a 4x4. Another thing I would change is the width of the big monkey bars and make it 4 feet wide instead of 5. The reason is that the bar will bend and stay bent when doing the salmon ladder. And if you use a thicker bar, it becomes extremely heavy to move up and jump up the ladder. But if you're not doing a salmon ladder and just want a big ass monkey bars, I would definitely keep it at 5 feet wide because it's awesome. Several people can do the monkey bars at the same time. Next thing I would change is by the kids monkey bar section. I would have the same height uprights all over. I don't even remember why we put in shorter posts, but it would be nice to be able to raise that monkey bar ladder up to whatever height we want. And lastly, the most important change I would make is only using galvanized quick clamps for attaching and connecting the pipes. They are a little more pricey than regular flanges, but you will save so much time and hassle sticking to the clamps. Another downside to the regular flanges is the threading will start to rust and look horrible, and there's just much more upkeep with them. We started using only flanges from Home Depot, and getting them perfectly flush with the posts became just a nightmare. You'll see this on this ladder here. So I did some more research and found the quick clamps online. We also used the quick clamps for both this giant monkey bar and the kids monkey bar. And we just used the V-drill guide for the pilot holes and attached the clamps with each bar to the posts using galvanized lag screws. And it's super solid, and we had zero maintenance over the last 5 years. We hope this helped some of you out there looking to get started on your own jungle gym. We use ours all the time and totally recommend building one. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Thanks a lot.
Introducing the mighty baby.
Look how strong he is.
He's really strong. Using one hand.